Let me introduce y'all to this YouTube family, showing us the way to get out of debt gradually. My man Josh, he's the king of the household. Wife Christine putting debt in the chokehold. And the kids, they are Grace and Zoe, all four together living life so holy. That Kickin Sunday, daily vlogging, Dave Ramsey plan gonna have us live large, and every day we'll see part of their lifestyle, how they budget and they keep things wrote down. See them work through the envelope system, credit card goes and the money goes with them. You will see how the family strives, cutting debt like a life and still have a life, They vlog show us how to have fun. When you hear this song, let me hear you say debt is done. Debt is done, debt is done, debt is done. Let me hear you say it louder.
Happy Kickin Sunday!
Coming from Pukesville.
Our voices are cracking, you guys, because we have this crud that's going around that everybody else seems to have. So, anyway, happy Kickin Sunday. We love these days. We answer your questions. We have, you guys always leave us the best questions and some really fantastic ones from last week. So, I didn't even do paper, rock, scissors this week. We're just featuring Miss Tennessee because we got some comments that you were bummed I lost the paper, rock, scissors. So I'm not even going to take the chances. We're just going to have her in here. So she's going to be going back and forth between us a lot. Let's get started. Okay. If you have a question first before I forget, leave it down below. We'll try and get to it next week. We couldn't get to all the questions, you guys, that you asked. But we want you to know that if we didn't answer your question in this video, we're going to write you in a comment back so that we're at least responding to you. Anyway, so yes, always leave your questions. We'll get back to you one way or another. Okay, so first one. My question is, how did you know how to account for miscellaneous expenses? For example, yesterday I broke our shower curtain rod. It wasn't a big deal, but it was $13 for a new one. Little things like that come up and they can add up over a month. Do you have a separate miscellaneous category like $50 a month? We don't have a miscellaneous category because we would go through it and it wouldn't be enough ever. We just were talking about this. You could have a home improvement category. Be specific.
Well, we do. Yeah. We have a yard one, which I use is home. I mean, in off season, like right now, if, you know, something breaks in the house, we need light bulbs or something. Yes. I take it out of that category, so. Or
it gets absorbed into our blow money. It comes from something. Just depending on what it is. But I don't think a home improvement envelope is bad at all, you know, and that covers anything in the home. That's a great question. It made us really think how we pay for things like that.
And I guess the amount would be dependent on what you think. I mean, it can vary. I mean, if you have an older house that needs lots of maintenance throughout the year, you might need more, as opposed to a brand new house that doesn't need the maintenance.
Right. I like that. Okay, hi there. Hello. My question is, have you or will you increase your grocery budget with the arrival of little Miss Tennessee? She's breastfeeding, you guys, so it's cheap right now. And she'll start eating. I'm going to solely breastfeed until 6 months, nothing else. And then at 6 months, so about 4.5 months from now, we'll introduce baby food. And we have a snazzy blender that will puree beautiful baby food. I did a cauliflower last night and it came out really good. So we might up our budget, not now, not for quite a few months, but just like fruits and vegetables and that I'll steam and make her baby food out of is all we will need to up our budget for her. So, however, our food budget, yes, is rising. Probably like a lot of you guys, we've tried to keep it down as long as we can, but we're having to up it $50 a month.
Starting next month. The kids are growing. They're just eating more. I mean,
the cost of everything is going up, and it's just we've tried and fought it as long as we could, and we can't do it anymore. So we're going up to a $500 food budget every month. Okay, let's see. Okay, we have some envelope questions. We want you guys to know we're not ignoring you, but we will be doing a huge envelope video
haul after the first of the year.
After the first of the year, and we haven't sat down.
Because we're going to sit down and kind of do a huge budget meeting, lay out all of our stuff, get it all taken care of, and then we'll do a video on it and show you guys what we did, how we come up with it, and what it looks like.
And what we changed from last year that didn't work for us. So we'll share that, okay? Thank you for the questions on envelopes. Hello, thank you for all the info you guys put out. I was wondering what happened when you are working on your debt snowball and some of the creditors start garnishing your wages because of outstanding judgments. Do you focus on paying down those debts and then go back to paying the smallest amounts first? Okay, I'm not familiar with outstanding judgments. Kind of sounds scary. Maybe you should pay those off first.
There might be like a tax.
It depends what it is. Is that a lien on a house or is it a tax? I mean, those are things that you just can't get away from. I would pay them off and move on. But if it's things like, you know, like a utility bill or something that they're trying to collect on, well, not utility bills. What am I saying? Like a credit card. If it's a credit card bill that they're trying to collect on that's overdue or that you're not paying on, explain, do your budget and explain to them. Dave Ramsey talks about this in much more detail, but you can only pay what you can pay. If it's $25 a month to them, that's what they get paid. And, you know, your food, clothing, shelter, housing is above this line, and those get paid first. Food, you gotta eat, your four walls have to be secure, you gotta have the heat on, and then anything below that line, like credit card payments, those fall below the line, and you can just explain to the creditor, whoever is collecting, that I'm sorry, I have $25 for you on this date, you fell below the line. You need to be in control. Don't let them jerk you around. If it is things like credit cards, if it's things like we said, like taxes,
child support, anything like
child
that.
support,
you have to take care of that
yeah.
first, obviously, because they're taking it out of your check.
Yes. Yeah. Okay, where was I? We doing okay on time? We're doing all right. We have 2 more questions. Merry Christmas to your family from ours. Thank you. I have a question for you guys on the subject of stuff. I absolutely love this question. Is it too cheap to regift unwanted presents? We say gifts we've been given through the year that aren't quite to our taste and either give them to charity or regift them. Some people we've mentioned this to are horrified and think we are ungrateful and should keep everything we're given, regardless of what it is or whether we like it. Are we, I think, where did it go? Are we being mean? We don't give them away randomly. We do try and give them to people who we think will like them. It seems to us like a way of cutting costs and also getting rid of clutter. Also, when your kids get new toys, do you make them get rid of old ones? This is something else we've been told is mean. We have a small house and our daughter has been blessed with lots of toys from friends and family. I think it's good for her to learn that some people aren't as lucky as her and to give things away sometimes. Not favorites, but things she doesn't play with anymore or things another child will particularly love. So are we horrible?
I'll answer the second half. I'll let you answer the first half.
You're just like us. You would. And I love it. Okay, so the regifting? Absolutely not. It's not horrible to regift. I do it all the time. I mean, why give something to Goodwill if it's not your taste or it's not going to fit, or why waste it? I mean, not that giving it to Goodwill is wasting it, but I mean, you might as well bless somebody else with it. So, as long as 1, you don't give it back to the same family, 2, you rewrap it in something different, and 3, I don't know, what's the 3rd rule? It's got to be something they like. So, like you said, you put a lot of thought into it. Just be thoughtful, mindful about who you're regifting it to, make sure it's on other ends of the spectrum. If I'm out and something's on sale, I try and buy something that is pretty universal. That way I could give it to several people. But incoming gifts, they make great white elephant gifts too, I'm just saying, for parties sometimes.
So the second part of that question, the kids' gifts, absolutely. We tell the parents, tell the friends, tell the family, tell everybody, because we get so much plastic stuff and the kids get so much gifts. We say before Christmas comes, we go, okay, people, here's how it works. A new one comes in, an old one goes out. Our house is only so large. We cannot contain storage units of toys around here, so that's just it. At Christmas, we get 10 new ones, 10 old ones get rotated out. That's how it works. There's nothing wrong with that.
Nope. Super special things stay. But we made it clear to grandparents early on that we like a clean house, we like it decluttered, we like to be able to walk through our living room, and mainly we like the kids to be able to pick up their stuff every day on their own and have a place to put it. So it's good for them to learn that routine, and absolutely it's fantastic. And your kids learn what it feels like to bless other people by giving away their toys that they don't use
so
very
no,
much.
you're not horrible.
I love that
like
question. I know, we love you. Mister, you have your, oh, what's that wrap? Moby on your head. Your picture cracks me up on YouTube. Okay. Thanks to your inspiring videos, my husband and I are starting FPU on January 6th.
Attaboy.
I have been a Dave Ramsey fan for about 3 years. It's a woman.
Atta girl.
But decided 2014 is going to be our year. Yes, to buckle down and tackle debt. My question is, do you track your cash purchases each week? Like for groceries, blow money, etc. I am looking at various cash envelope wallets online, Dave Ramsey or Etsy, and feel like I would need to track my purchases, especially fun money or blow money, whatever you call it, in order to avoid the where did all my money go feeling each month. Hope this makes sense. Absolutely. Wishing your family a very Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas to you too. Okay. Yes. Well, no, we don't track our cash purchases. We have an envelope for absolutely everything underneath the sun.
We do, and you get an envelope for the week with X amount of dollars in it, and that's your tracking. That's how we track it. If it's Wednesday and there's no cash left in it, you're done until the following Sunday when you get your money again.
Yeah.
We don't like write on the envelope, you know, a blow envelope of $25. Hey, I spent $7 on coffee, $6 on lunch, and $4 on a belt.
But if you need to, more power to you.
Yeah.
Put it in an envelope where you can write on the back of it and keep track of it. Dave Ramsey also sells those envelope systems with the paper envelopes that have a register on them where you can input information like that. So it's really your preference. I get my new envelopes every week, so
yeah, we do not track it that way, but if that's something you need, feel free to do it. It's great. The more you track, the more you watch your money.
And if you're using cash, it doesn't matter how you do it. Just do it. So that's it, you guys. Another great week. If we didn't answer your question again, we'll answer them in a comment. And please leave your new questions down below for next week. We'll
Hi.
See. I know, no. Show her off.
Hi.
Say, okay.
She would show off.
Sign out. Say bye-bye. See you next week.
Oh.
Say, Dad, Kickin,